You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. Now to a Newsday exclusive. We're hearing from the Suffolk County Community College honor student who was arrested by ICE.
They keep saying that this is not a jail, but the way we are being treated is clearly stating otherwise. Degrading and humiliating, I call it.
20-year-old Sarah Lopez Garcia is currently being held at an immigration facility in Louisiana. A group of labor unions have called for her release, and we'll bring you more of that story in just a moment. But first, the defendant in the case involving the Patchogue teen that went missing is facing new charges. Daniel Soto pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of sex trafficking in an unrelated case. The Bayshore man is accused of arranging for drug buyers to have sex with an adult female victim and then keeping the money. The 37-year-old is one of 11 people charged in a 25-day disappearance of a teenage girl who was found on this boat in an Islip marina. And the Fire Island Inlet Bridge has reopened after an emergency inspection. The State Department of Transportation says it was closed due to reports of a falling object there Sunday night. Now the bridge connects Jones Beach Island to Robert Moses State Park. The DOT says the bridge is structurally safe and sound. And celebrity chefs in the Hamptons are raising money for the victims of the Texas floods.
We got to stop the hate and recognize other people in this country when they're hurting to support them.
That was the New England Patriots owner and Village of Southampton resident Robert Kraft, who donated $10,000 to help the cause. Now, proceeds will help provide shelter, clothing, and essentials to families in need. The Chefs of the Hamptons fundraiser is on July 17th in East Hampton. All right, let's take a quick look at tomorrow's weather, shall we? And we're starting off with showers, and then we'll have some breaks of sun and clouds. Temps will be in the 80s. We'll have that 7-day forecast for you later in the broadcast, but spoiler alert, it will not be dry. Only in Newsday, the 20-year-old student from Long Island being held at an immigration facility spoke exclusively to Newsday about her experience there.
The physical abuse that we experienced were bruises left on our bodies at the ankle, wrists, and braces. We couldn't sleep for 2 days and the food was awful.
Sarah Lopez Garcia came to the U.S. from Colombia at the age of 15 and had protected legal status. She told Newsday she had plans to get married in August and was ready to start a family with her fiancé.
We love Long Island. We believe we have done things the right way. We have never committed even the most minor crime.
Now, ICE has not responded for comment on this case. You can read more about this story over at Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
The camping community has been really hit hard by this because we pride ourselves in bringing joy. This was a very sorrowful event that happened.
Safety and weather protocols are top of mind for many summer camps in the wake of deadly flooding in Texas. At least 120 people lost their lives, including at least 27 children and counselors at Camp Mystic.
We have to look at what we can learn from this and continue moving forward to make sure that all safety protocols are in place.
Margaret Velez Cooper and her husband Noah Cooper own Ivy League School and Day Camp in Smithtown. The Coopers recently upgraded safety protocols at their 16-acre camp following a torrential rainstorm last August, which turned part of the grounds into a lake.
We installed some subsurface drainage to move water quickly in the event of a storm. We regraded near a building that in the past summer had flooded.
The Coopers added weather monitoring to Camp Director Meredith Stern's responsibilities.
We're responsible for being prepared.
Stern's job is to keep her eye on the sky and on weather apps to alert staff ahead of storms.
All of my counselors know where they go if it starts to rain. All of our specialists have different responsibilities. All of our lifeguards have different responsibilities. So the entire team is ready to jump in whenever they need to.
The camp also holds evacuation drills throughout the summer to show children and staff how and where to evacuate quickly in the event of flash flooding.
Any emergency we are prepared for.
Mother Nature can change quickly, and the camp says having a safety plan is key. For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
A partnership between Nassau County and the Trump administration brought a new police training facility to Long Island. Newsday Andrew Anger checks it out.
On the outside, it looks like a typical home, maybe a bank or a house of worship. But look closer. Cameras, 160 of them scattered all over this unique village in Uniondale. It's the new state-of-the-art Nassau County Police Training Facility, designed to mimic real-world situations for police officers.
Show me your hands! Drop the gun!
Including a gunman on an LIRR car.
Get down! Get down! I got you, I got you. Cover me.
You have a real police station, a bar, restaurant, train, gas station. That's downtown Nassau County, that's downtown America.
Sunday, Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman, Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder, and U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi cut the ribbon on the new training village. It was funded by taxpayer dollars and contributions from local businesses like Bola Market founder Harry Singh, who donated more than $1 million.
We want to give back. We want to be participating in public safety.
Blakeman thanked supporters and emphasized because of good training, crime is down in Nassau County.
All of our major crimes are way down. Rapes, murders, robberies, down 15% just in the last year.
Attorney General Bondi agreed, adding she and the president fully support the police.
Our entire administration, starting with President Trump, is 100% committed to you.
But Nassau legislator Seth Kozlow, who's running against Bruce Blakeman for county executive, said Bondi's presence was a political distraction.
Instead of making this about our police department and how beneficial this is to our community members, it became more of a rally.
Commissioner Ryder says this training village is so unique, so special, that law enforcement agencies and police departments from all over are knocking on his door, wanting to train right here in Nassau County.
CBP was last week, HSI was today, DEA, FBI, of all, and we open up a door for everybody.
In Uniondale, Andrew Enger, Newsday TV.
The Mets are headed into the All-Star break fighting for first place in their division. Newsday's Laura Albanese takes a look at what the team needs to do in the second half of the season.
They're in a really good position. They are in second place. They spent most of the season in first place, but the Phillies surged ahead after they had a really tough June. So looking into the second half, we're going to be facing the trade deadline. President of Baseball Operations David Stearns is probably going to have to make some moves. Whether to bolster his rotation or his bullpen, the pitching has been an issue over the last month, or perhaps even get a little bit more offense out of that lineup, even though the top four, Francisco Lindor, Brandon Nimmo, Pete Alonso, and Juan Soto, have been producing as of late. So looking into the stretch run this season, you're really going to see kind of a difficult strength of schedule. I believe they have the 9th hardest schedule in Major League Baseball in the second half. So this is really going to test their mettle because they had a fantastic April, a really, really difficult June. And this is going to be the part of the season where we see exactly what the Mets are made of. It's kind of interesting because in the beginning of the year, you looked at this team and you're like, wow, they're a really complete team. But over the last few weeks, we're kind of seeing some deficiencies. So there are a few areas where they do need to improve. The biggest is going to be situational hitting. For some reason, the Mets do not hit with runners in scoring position. They're hitting .227 with men on second and third base, and that is actually third worst in Major League Baseball, and the teams below them are very bad. In addition to that, their pitching, which was really good, the best in baseball towards the beginning of the year, has also suffered. Also, the third worst in baseball over the last 30 days. So you're looking for more length from your starters. That could probably be helped by the return of Senga and Minaya because you are going to get a little bit more health. But you've also got to be looking at kind of taking care of too many innings for Clay Holmes, who, of course, is a converted reliever, keeping David Peterson healthy, and just keeping things steady.
All right, let's take a closer look at your 7-day forecast. And like I said, there's going to be a bunch of rain coming up, not only for tomorrow, but also for pretty much the rest of the week. So Tuesday, we have rain. Wednesday, sun. Thursday, rain. Friday, Saturday, we're dry. Sunday and Monday, there's more rain, folks. We had to have it because we avoided it pretty much last week. But yes, temps will be in the 80s. Rain will be with us pretty much scattered all week.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy, helping Long Island homes and businesses save with solar for over 20 years.
You're watching Newsday TV. For more on all the stories you've seen here today, head over to Newsday.com. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say, install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.